In every Ohio real estate transactions, buyers and sellers deal with contract contingencies.
A contingency is a clause that allows either the buyer or the seller to back out of the sale without breach of contract. It also specifies the who, the what, the when, and what if.
Most of the time, contingencies are for the benefit of the buyer. But either way, it's important to understand the most common contingencies if you're planning to buy or sell.
Let's start with the financing contingency. If the purchase is dependent on financing alone, a financing contingency helps protect the buyer should the loan not go through.
And the financing contingency also includes other details, such as the loan type, the down payment, the percentage, the loan term, and interest rate.
Along with the financing contingency comes the home sale, insurance, and appraisal contingencies.
The home sale contingency states, I want to buy your house, but I have to sell mine first. Properties listed as under contract or contingent offer likely have a home sale contingency on them.
The home sale contingency will likely have a stated amount of time for the buyer to sell their home before the seller can accept new offers.
The home insurance contingency provides protection for property damage, hazards, and floods and more, and it's usually a requirement for buyers securing a loan for their purchase.
This can be tricky if the property is located in an area where insurance is difficult to get, like a known flood zone, or perhaps the home has outdated conditions like knob and tube wiring.
The Ohio contract allows 14 calendar days for the buyer to secure insurance. If the buyer cannot obtain a policy, or if the cost is not acceptable to the buyer or the lender, then the buyer has the right to terminate the contract.
Lenders usually require appraisals to determine the value of a home. If an appraisal comes back lower than the agreed upon sale price, it's a problem if a buyer doesn't have the cash to make up the difference.
And if this happens, an appraisal contingency is pertinent because it allows the buyer to back out if they can't make up the difference, or it allows the buyer and seller to negotiate a new sales price.
A home inspection contingency is an important part of the buying process. An inspection does a great job at determining the overall condition of a property.
With a home inspection contingency, the buyer can ask the seller to correct any material conditions or matters adversely affecting real estate, go through with the sale regardless of the findings, or if there are serious findings, they can back out of the deal without breach of contract.
It should be noted that minor, routine maintenance and cosmetic items are not considered material and are not grounds for contract termination.
Contingencies in real estate go hand in hand, and they're just not a bad thing. They help protect both buyers and sellers.
If you have a question about contingencies or about real estate in general, contact us. The Two Sues with Comey and Shepard.